This is the noob, and this video is just going to be a quick introduction and setup for doing 3D graphics in RCBasic. So I'm gonna go ahead and I already have the page set up. The page brought up. This is the Calamity 3D page, which is a library for doing 3D graphics in RCBasic. And we are just going to, you can either clone it through GitHub, but I'm just going to, for simplicity, just go to download zip. And yeah, so we have this downloaded now. We're going to copy. I should have just cut it, but oh well. And I have a folder set up on the desktop for a new project. So, projects. Let's go ahead and extract it. And now we have our Calamity 3D folder extracted. And only thing we need to do now is I have RCBasic Studio already open. I'm just going to open up a new project. I will open up a different project and go to desktop and open up the Calamity 3D project that comes with Calamity 3D, and this is just a test project. Let's switch to that project in Studio. And now if we look at this, I tried to comment as much as I could on, I think I could have did a better job. But this is basically a simple first-person shooter demo using Calamity 3D. So if we run this, takes some time to load, but yeah, now we have our 3D project. And the controls in this demo are WASD, mouse to move around in the view, and R and F to go up and down. And you may notice that there is a very, very limited draw distance. RCBasic 3D capabilities are they're not great. You can do some simple 3D like this in there, but you're not going to be doing like AAA or even AA 3D. But I could extend this if I wanted to. Just let me exit this. And I would recommend looking at the documentation that comes with Calamity 3D, but also looking at this sample project. You see I have my frame limit set to 120, but it was only going at 60 FPS. It won't hit 120 FPS, but if I change this to 0, I turn off VSync, and let's run that with VSync off, and we should be getting a higher frame rate now. Yeah, see right now we're going at still around in the 60s or 70s. And there is some optimizations in this library that will allow you to stay at a consistent FPS and maybe even be able to outdo this. First of all, let's hit Z and we can go into wireframe mode in this demo. And you see there's all these polygons on the ground that are being rendered and textures being applied to them when you're in the 3D view. We can actually eliminate some of those with some built-in stuff inside of Calamity 3D. So in Calamity 3D, I'm going to show you real quick. And I'm actually doing it here, but you can actually do it with ground meshes if you make a level editor that's set up to do something like this. This set HD mesh and HD mesh distance, that's for doing LODs, which is levels of detail. And if you do that correctly and apply it to a lot of objects, and you're seeing as well as maybe ground meshes and stuff, you can actually achieve some pretty high quality like old school scenes. So like think like 90s level of 3D graphics quality with RCBasic. But as of right now, this is the limits of what RCBasic is capable of for 3D. I highly encourage you to play around with it. I'm going to go ahead real quickly and show one more thing though, which is this, the calamity3d.bas file. So inside of this file, there is like a bunch of variables which you can play around with to change how the scene's rendered and various levels of detail and stuff. One is this max Z depth buffer. Like if I increase this, I can increase the draw distance. I think 8,000 is probably like a reasonable draw distance to go with. But yeah, if you feel like you want to try to push it further, you're more than welcome to. And then also, if you want to increase the Z depth, I would also say maybe you also, I don't know, I guess you could leave max scene faces the same, but let's increase that depth to like 10,000 and then run it again. Oh wait, is it still running? Yeah, so now we got a little bit further draw distance before that house disappears. And really, I would say this is probably, I have a pretty beefy computer. On a lower end computer, which I have tested this on some fairly low end computers in the past, you could probably maybe expect to achieve like a stable like 40 to 50 FPS maybe. But if you want like some more like complex scenes, I would say target 30 FPS, which you can do with this function here. And all of these functions, along with the rest of Calamity 3D, is documented inside this doc.txt file. So we open this up, and this is all of the documentation. It's everything in Calamity 3D is documented. You can look in here, see what each function returns, what they actually do, the parameters that are passed to them. So this, and like, feel free to go through the example. You could do some pretty like I would not say super complex, but like some medium level like scenes with Calamity 3D, just to extend the capabilities that you may already have inside of your pipeline with RCBasic. I hope that helps with anybody who needed help getting 3D set up in RCBasic, and thanks for watching.